how's it going, guys? Angel of the Night 091 coming at you with another Pokemon Series 1 ranked singles battle. And we are still into the Pokeball tier. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, VGC and I are kind of one of those things where I need a lot more practice on. So we haven't been able to break the Pokeball tier yet, but to be fair, I'm using a lot of different teams instead of just going with the same team the entire time. So one thing you have to take into consideration is that I do have Persian here as my lead Pokemon. I had a lot of fun with this Persian throughout this entire tournament, and I'm going to be honest with you, I would use it again. However, I would kind of choose some different movesets for it, because quite frankly, this one's really not cutting it out. I kind of need a little bit of priority moves onto him. Maybe like a Sucker Punch or something, if it can get a Quick Attack. Maybe a normal Gem Quick, normal Terra, Quick Attack. You know what I mean. But he's gone in for the Terra Steel, and of course the Fake Out did its work, got a flinch. We're going to swap out the Persian here. We're going to go into another Pokemon that's hopefully going to be able to do something against this Hydreigon. Hydreigon, of course, with the Steel typing, Fire is definitely going to be the option. I decided to go in with Tauros, and of course with the Intimidate we get the attack stat drop. One thing I need to think about here is that he's more of a special attacker in this match rather than physical one. There's not a whole lot of physical attacking Hydreigons, I don't think, but we're going to go in for the Terra Fire and try to get a Flare Blitz off, I believe. If we can get a decent hit off onto this Hydreigon, we should be able to just one-shot it now that it's a Steel type. Prior, with it being Dragon and Dark, it might have been able to definitely resist this Flare Blitz, but of course in that situation we probably would have had close combat anyways, so. We get the Flare Blitz off here. Flare Blitz, of course, is making direct contact with Hydreigon and able to pick off the KO, which is exactly what we wanted. Again, we're going to get a little bit of a HP drop because of the Life Orb, and of course as well from the recoil from that Flare Blitz. And we're going to see our opponent's next Pokemon come in. Now, I'm not really sure exactly what Pokemon we're going to see. Again, this is a little bit of an older recording. So he's going to end up bringing in a Breloom. Now, I'm thinking to myself, what he's probably going to do is go for either a Mach Punch or a Spore. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I'm not going to go for another Flare Blitz here. We're going to go for the Raging Bull, which is actually a Fire-type move because we're a Paldea and Fire Tauros. So he has a Focus Sash, which I should have probably realized. He's going to be able to survive by one hit. He gets a Spore, and there it is. So Tauros is now asleep, not able to really do anything unless it's capable of waking up. So we've decided to go in for another Raging Bull attack here. Of course, we are fast asleep, and that's just going to open it up there for the Breloom to make a move. Of course, he's decided to go in for the Swords Dance. Now, the reason I'm thinking he's probably gone for the Swords Dance here is probably because he has Mach Punch, which, there it is, the Mach Punch coming into play, and that is just going to be able to pick up the KO off onto the Tauros. Now, with two Pokemon remaining on either side, and that Breloom is hurting, I'm thinking to myself, okay, I have a Focus Sash Persian, so I'm just going to come out, go for the Fake Out, and pick up the KO off onto that Breloom, because why not? Why would you not do that? You don't want to leave it open for another Pokemon to go down from any kind of like a Mach Punch or anything. So we have that Persian, of course, picking up the KO off onto the Breloom. And then, of course, we are now in the lead for this battle. So in comes Gholdengo. Gholdengo. So I don't really have any options here to basically do. I'm kind of debating on what the best option is. Now, I'm thinking to myself, by going through the moves here, I'm going for the Play Rough. And the reason I'm doing that is I kind of want to drop some stats on our opponent. And don't really get that, but that was back when I was thinking that it was a physical attacker in some scenario. I didn't really realize that later on, that Make It Rain was more of a special attack. Again, this is very early on in Scarlet and Violet, obviously Series 1. But here we go. We got our final Pokemon. We're coming in with Rotom. We're just going to bypass that whole conversation about, physical and special attacking, Gholdengo, because quite frankly, that's nuts. But anyways, we're going in for the attack here. We don't really get a whole lot off onto that Gholdengo. With Rotom onto the field, of course, it should be able to take some hits from him. However, he managed to pull off a critical hit, and that is going to be game. So good game to the opponent. Thank you very much for the battle. Unfortunately, we did lose to Hunter, and our rank goes down, but we have plenty more battles to come, and hopefully we'll be able to get out of this Pokeball tier at some point. Take care, have a good one, and peace out.